You've been told that getting heavier, more tired, and more stress is just part of life. That it's normal once you reach your 30s, even your 40s and beyond, that the belly, the low energy, and the short temper just come with the job. It's a lie. Men in rural Ireland are falling apart while convincing themselves they're fine. We've normalised the pain, we've normalised exhaustion, and we call it hard work. I know exactly all about that because I was once that person. I grew up on a small farm here in Tipperary. The day started before the sun came up. Bottle of Sidona, a yellow snack for breakfast before we headed out to work on the farm or even work in our pub as well. I told myself I was working hard, but really I was running for myself. When my sister passed away in 2010, everything changed. I didn't know how to deal with it, so I ate. Food was a place of comfort. It actually masked that pain. Every bar, every bottle, every late night, secretly eating in the pub, I thought I was helping, but it wasn't. It was actually burying me, making me feel worse. By the time I hit my teens, I was overweight, hiding behind the bigger jumpers. I'd laugh it off when someone made a comment and pretend I didn't care, but deep down I did. But inside I hated looking in the mirror and standing in front of it after that shower, grabbing that fat around my stomach, my hips, and think, how the fuck did I leave it get this bad? I remember going to my first disco. Every lad around was getting with girls, and I was there sweating under that round neck jumper in the middle of summer. Terrified if someone would see what I was hiding, that night changed everything because I decided I never wanted to feel that useless again, like that spare prick. When I was 16, we went abroad. We went to the Middle East for farm work, myself and my brother. It was 40 plus degrees out there, dust, sweat, the work was tough, but something clicked out there. I had no distractions, I was away from the pub, and I had no excuses. I started training, we were doing insanity DVDs in front of the TV, push-ups in the heat, running laps out around irrigation systems, barely eating, barely sleeping, but just committed to change. I dropped 4 stone in that 4 months. Everyone said I looked incredible when I came back home, but I was terrified. I was terrified of food. Red sauce was questionable. Terrified of going back to what I was before. And that's when I realised losing weight doesn't fix what's inside. Confidence isn't built from starving yourself. It's built from discipline, from showing up every day and doing the work even when nobody sees it. When I got back home, I joined the gym. I did 3 PT sessions in the local gym and it changed everything. I learned how to train, I learned that food wasn't the enemy, and I learned strength gives you belief. For the first time, I actually stopped chasing the scales and started chasing the progress and that feeling of success rather than that number. The gym became my piece of therapy. Every rep burnt away that anger, and the grief and the self-doubt all went away. But people at home didn't understand it. Sure, you're doing enough work around the farm, what you need to be going to the gym for? They just didn't get it because they hadn't felt what I had felt. That feeling of being invisible, that spare prick on the night out. That's when I knew this journey wasn't just physical, it was mental, it was spiritual. I didn't just build muscle, I rebuilt myself, physically, mentally. Building that blueprint, that rebuild became the foundations of what we now call the lifestyle blueprint. And it's simple. There's 4 phases, any man can follow them. But activation, getting your habits aligned first. The fat loss phase, dropping down any unnecessary body fat. The reset phase, resetting that metabolism. And finally, the maintenance phase of you actually maintain your progress and actually building that positive mindset as well. This is all done by reinforcing accountability but structure that works around a busy schedule like I had once before. It's what I use, it's what every lad we've helped has used because farmers, they don't need more motivation. They need a system that fits their life. 14-hour days, stress, poor sleep, and a busy schedule with a family. I've seen it work hundreds of times on many lads just like yourself. Garrod, a dairy farmer, dropped 50 kilos without using the gym. Lyndon, tractor mechanic, dropped 40 kilos while getting his confidence back up. Brendan, a truck driver, We just made the food work around that schedule in the truck. He dropped that 40 kilos. And even Daniel, the truck driver, that got absolutely shredded following our program. Different lads, same pain, same fix. They didn't just lose weight, they got their lives back. They got that spark back because they stopped hiding and they started living. And that's the message I want every man to hear. You're not broken, you're just buried under the years of bad habits and unprocessed pain. Because recently, even with the passing of my mother last year, it reminded me of how short life is. She'd lost weight with her program before. She was proud. She was our #1 cheerleader. And we saw her progress. With that illness, it came on fast. Watching her fight for her life showed me that we don't control everything. But we can control how we live while we're here. And that's why we do what we do. The reason myself, Dave, we built this lifestyle program to really help create lasting lifestyle change that adds to life, not take away from it, transforming the body, the mind, and the spirit. Because being fit isn't vanity, it's survival. It's so you can lift your kids, run your farm, and still have the energy to laugh with your wife in the evening. Because if you're watching this and you're tired of carrying the extra weight, angry and frustrated physically and mentally with yourself, stop pretending you're fine. Stop waiting for the right time. There isn't one. The lads I mentioned, they all were in your place once before. Unsure, embarrassed, thinking they have gone too far. The reality, they haven't. DM me on Instagram, let me know where you're at. I get it. I have been there before. So I can see exactly how we can help, because the only thing worse than being stuck is knowing you could have changed and didn't. Take back control. Do it for yourself. Do it for your family. And do it for the man you're always meant to be.